Here we are at the Davis County 40-acre parcel near the refuge. We're looking at part of the food plot. There's about 8 tillable acres, 8 to 10 actually. It's presently in sorghum and milo. I've walked about 10 feet since I started at the Davis County 40. Been here maybe 30 seconds, and there's a shed antler laying right there next to the food plot. I haven't walked over and looked at it yet. Just walked in the entrance here, and this place is absolutely saturated with deer. He's got a blind, rack shack blind right there, as you can see. It's nothing to sit in that blind and see 20 to 40 deer come out into the food plot. Just a view here of some of the apple trees on the Davis County 40. Probably has 30 or so here. It's kind of on a grassy hillside. There's actually quite a bit of clover mixed in here. The food plot in the background. Here we are looking at the pond on the Davis 40. It's about 1 acre. It is stocked with bass and bluegill. There's some big bass, actually bass up to about 7 pounds in there. See the neighboring property, there's also a real nice sized pond. And the refuge is actually right through there to the left on the other side of the pond. It's a refuge boundary right on that grassy strip. The dam of that pond right on the other side of that is the actual refuge boundary, approximately. Here we're down in one of the bedding areas, and just looking at actually a really big, about a 12 inch diameter cedar tree that's been hit pretty hard. There's definitely some big deer in here. You can look around and see the thick cover. A lot of cover in here. A lot of excellent bedding habitat. Right above us is the food plot again. You can see up ahead there's a good trail here. Up ahead another good rub on a big cedar tree. You can see that. Just looking here atop one of the bedding ridges here under some cedar trees. Definitely been a big buck in here. Most of these trees are shredded. Not all great big rubs, but a lot of small ones are just totally destroyed. That's a really good indicator too of a big deer doing the damage. But a nice thick area here with some overhead thermal cover with the conifer cedar trees. Excellent year-round bedding site. You can see they've definitely been spending some time in here. All these weeds are matted down real heavy. Just another look at another big rub in a bedding area here. Thick cover, trails going in and out all over the place. Definitely, I mean, all these trees are rubbed to pieces. There was a big deer in here at one time. Probably laid here most of the time on one of these ridges. But this place is just absolutely crawling with bucks of all sizes. Just a look here again in the thick stuff. We'll go on to the next area. Here we are just looking at another area in the Davis County 40. Looking at rub again here. Good rub from last fall. It's March right now, or actually I guess mid-February. So these rubs are probably a little old looking, but it's just tore up in here. It's another big rub there, probably on a 6 to 8 inch diameter tree. Very, very obvious there's some huge deer using this parcel. It's torn up. The food plots are right up there to the north of where we're at right now. This is just kind of a staging area here, I think, coming out of the bedding area into the food. So move on to the next area. Here we're just on the edge of a food plot, coming out of this staging area and bedding areas. Right here you can see there's rubs everywhere, droppings everywhere. Deer have been spending a ton of time all around this food plot. Just a little indication here of the numbers of deer in this area. Actually very phenomenal. It's nothing to see a minimum of 20 deer when you hunt over this food plot, and more commonly you're going to see 30 or more. Going to the next area. Here we're looking at the food plot area facing north, just kind of sweeping along here. Show you some of the timber, how it butts into this food plot area. Real thick cover all around this food plot, butts into it, and the deer just literally lay down about 25 yards away from the food, stand up and go eat. Much of the time they circle the plot, and during the rut the bucks are cruising the periphery looking for does all the time. Really good setup here because you see deer most of the day because there is thick cover all the way around the food plot. Just another rub on this farm. Countless rubs in here. That's a good sized rub, probably on a 6 to 7, 8 inch eastern red cedar tree. We're just on a bedding ridge here. Take a look around. See, there's scattered little pocket openings in here with native grasses where they bed, intermixed with just thick cover. Surrounded by big oak trees where they have acorns coming down. And nice shed. I have not walked up there yet. Again, we're in mid-February. Probably 40% of the bucks have shed. So still a lot of bucks carrying antlers around. We found a couple sheds here in the last half hour. Yeah, we're not really looking. We're just walking around showing you the habitat. Place is exceptional. 40-acre piece of ground. I have not seen a better 40-acre piece anywhere. It's absolutely saturated with deer sign. Excellent habitat. Through there, another big rub. Not sure if you can see that or not, but the place is tore up. Rubs all over the place. Here's a little better look at that rub we just saw. Here we're looking at the food plot area again. You can see a strip of trees jutting out into the food area. This grassy hillside on the front of us, actually is switchgrass. It needs mowed. It was planted last year. It usually takes a couple years to get the switchgrass going, but all this needs is a good mowing or two this summer to get that jump started. That'll have the deer bedding on these hillsides with the food right behind them and the timber right behind the other side. You can see, we'll pan around. We've got this is a clover area that's dormant right now, which is why it's not green, of course. That'll green out, be a lush clover stand. Here we're on a ridge facing the north, on the north side of the food area. I can see another big rub here on a cedar tree. Some excellent ridges in here going down to towards the bottom below. They bed on these ridges real heavily. Hi folks, thanks for watching our Davis County 40 video clip. We hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to come take a look at this piece. It's a special piece of ground with that refuge next door, 1,500 acres over there. No buck hunting, very light doe hunting every couple of years, but basically no hunting over there. These deer around here are very relaxed. This 40-acre piece is wall-to-wall deer sign, deer habitat, and deer themselves. Just come take a look. There's rubs all over the place. It's a special piece of ground. We don't get them very often, actually almost never. So I'd love to show it to you. Come give me a call at 641-919-9026, and we look forward to it. And I think you'll be impressed. Like I say, it's a nice piece of ground. So we'll see you later. Thanks.